Welcome to the American Dream, a national show that highlights real estate, lifestyle, and culture. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. Today's episode, we're going to go to the Big Apple, New York City, one of the greatest cities on the planet. We got a great show lined up for you. Picking up where we left off last week, let's get this show started right now.
Hands can be so weak.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Today's show is centered around New York City, the Big Apple, one of my favorite cities on the planet. But before we go there, the American Dream highlights what's happening in neighborhoods all across the country, including your own backyard. Let's go check out your first local market update.
Have you ever wondered how nearly 5 million people survive in the middle of a desert? Here in the Valley of the Sun, it's this wonderful resource that we don't get a lot of here. It's called water. Today's a rainy day. Next thing you know, we're going to be calling it a dry rain here in the middle of the desert. But the bottom line is, how do we take such a precious and scarce commodity in the state that we live in and not only survive, but thrive? I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group, and today we're going to answer those questions. How do we capture all this water? How do we move it through the valley? Salt River Project, SRP, has over 130 miles of canals like this. These canals are like arteries and veins running through our entire Valley of the Sun, bringing us water every single day. These are the places that I love to ride a bike, I love to walk, run. You'll see people along them all day long. We are able to harness all the water that comes in off the mountains that are all over this beautiful city. We have a very different climate to the north. We capture the snow and we run it, all that water that comes off of those mountains, about 150 miles, to right here where it's needed most. And then it becomes about use. When you think about use, it really boils down to us. You, me, everyone in the community. A couple of tips for homeowners. Number one, make sure you're always keeping track of whether you have leaks. The less water you can use, the better off we're all going to be. But more importantly, just be mindful of this resource, this precious resource that we have, that to much of the world is something that they never get to experience. Water of convenience, water of cleanliness, water of drinkability. Let's go take a look at a house. Welcome to one of my favorite areas in the entire valley, North Central Phoenix. Pricing pressure continues to push up here because as the valley expands, population grows, people want to get into the center of town. And this is a fabulous part of the entire valley. This particular place that we're going to take a look at today, a little over 2,000 square feet, quarter of an acre, but wait until you hear about some of the other features inside. Some of the things you're truly going to love about this place. Number one, they went way beyond the cosmetic. Not only are all the floors updated and look fantastic, but the things that you don't normally think about and don't normally see are the other hidden gems here. All the HVAC system and the ductwork has been completely replaced, maximizing the efficiency. The air handler has moved from downstairs up into the attic space, much quieter. The other key is all the windows. When you go to buy an old home, a lot of times the efficiency in the old windows loses everything. These are all dual pane, and there's much more in the backyard. Heated pool, heated spa, year-round entertainment. You know, if you're going to have a pool or a spa here in the Valley of the Sun, why not be able to take advantage of it year-round? So thanks for joining me here today. Lovely house, North Central Phoenix. And like I said earlier, if we all act responsibly with our main resource, water, these neighborhoods will continue to flourish forever. Thank you so much. Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, The Fox Group.
Hi, Kelly Zitlow here at Cornerstone Home Lending. So I'm often asked, Kelly, what is the minimum credit score to obtain a home loan? Well, the answer is, it depends. Now, I know you don't like that answer, but here's why it depends. It really depends on the home loan program that you're utilizing. So for example, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are gonna have a hard stop at a 620 credit score for the most part. And that means that with a middle credit score of 620, you may be able to use a conventional loan, but here's how it works. It has to be approved through the automated underwriting system that lender is going to use in most cases. And so the lower the credit score, the higher the risk, which means it may not get that automated underwriting approval. Also keep in mind on conventional home loans that the interest rate is going to be driven by the credit score as well as the occupancy and the down payment. So just kind of know there's some factors there with conventional home loans and credit score. Now, if we move on to FHA, FHA is going to allow for a credit score down to 580. Wow, right? Now, keep in mind that depending on the lender, and lenders will have what we call kind of overlays, which are rules on top of FHA sometimes, generally think 620 is kind of where lenders are going to want that credit score. Anything under 620, it doesn't mean that you can't get it done. It just means that there might be additional hoops or requirements that the lender is going to want in order to approve that loan. And really kind of the same goes for VA. VA is also going to allow for a lower credit score, and the lender, again, may want to have some additional documentation, etc., if that credit score is under a 620. If you have any questions about this, I know it's a mystery. Don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help.
All right, today's show is about meeting the cast of the busiest city on the planet, the Big Apple. But before we do that, we're going to give you another local market update. Let's go check it out.
How we doing, American Dream TV? I'm Tim McBride, power player here in Scottsdale, Arizona, partner Wexler Real Estate and founder of Homes for Good. As you can tell, we are right on the water. This beautiful negative edge pool almost looks like it flows into the lake, but this yard is designed to entertain and to really capture the essence of living in Scottsdale Ranch. This is a 42-acre man-made lake with 5 miles of shoreline and waterfront property. So this is an updated and upgraded 3-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,900 square foot home here in the heart of Scottsdale Ranch. For those that are familiar with Scottsdale Ranch, it's one of our larger master plan communities, over 4,000 homes approximately, with over 40 subdivisions within it. And this happens to be, in my opinion, one of the best. Thanks for joining me at this beautiful Wexler Real Estate property here in Scottsdale Ranch. Any questions you have, please reach out. But we're gonna go now and interview Connor and Kyle Shores. They are the owners of what I think to be one of the best athletic training facilities here in Scottsdale and in the Valley, and show you why this is such a great place that I call home, and you should too. It's been hard to find a gym that's really got me motivated and excited. I think you guys are doing something truly unique here, and I just want to introduce the American Dream and our audience to yourself, brother, to this industry, and to what you're doing that's different.
F45 stands for functional 45, so we do all workouts that are either cardio, strength-based, or hybrid-based to help the regular person live a healthier lifestyle. The brand actually came from Australia, started in 2012. Mark Wahlberg is another big advocate for us and an owner of this brand.
Our athletics department at F45 Training is on top of the most innovative movements
And when they combine these types of movements, you're never going to see the same workout twice. You get 2 personal trainers per class that are there motivating you and encouraging you and constantly giving you feedback, personal touches, and corrections.
I work with a lot of buyers on a regular basis, and a lot of them ask me similar questions, and a lot of those have to do with fitness, exercise, because we're such an active marketplace, and it's great to know there's a space like this that can cater literally to any type of client that I have.
I really encourage my whole team to build a sense of community in each class.
Our workouts are designed for you to come 7 days a week. So even if you are broken down and you're feeling a little bit sore, our athletic conditioning classes really help you recover faster.
Can you elaborate a little bit on the nutritional component that you integrate in? Because I think it's incredible. Not enough people are doing that.
The nutrition is 100% involved. You actually get full nutritional meal plans and nutritional support through our F45 Challenge app, and we run 4 challenges a year, and that comes with your membership.
What are the best way for people to find you? And what are some of the goals? Where you've grown a lot in a year and a half. Like, what does 2020 look like to you guys?
Well, where they can find us is on F45training.com. I want to be known as the best F45.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that each person on my team is kind of well trained and established, and they are. But I want to just keep pushing it further and further.
All right, let's dive into our storyline. As a creator of the American Dream, this one really hits home with me. I love New York City. I used to live there. Today, what you're going to see are all the nooks and crannies, the neighborhoods that make this one of the most vibrant cities in the world. Let's go check out New York City right now.
Attention please, about to start the show, better take your seats.
You're not just selling an apartment, you're selling a lifestyle.
It means so much to me to help build the community.
I can safely say I know pretty much everybody that will walk past here.
A neighborhood that's loaded with history. Brotherhood Synagogue, which dates back to 1859 and served as a stop on the Underground Railroad.
Soho, so unique, truly colonized by artists in the 1980s.
Very residential, has a very homey feel, and beautiful architecture like you'll see on these buildings.
I look forward to showing you those amenities. The building is cool as hell.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Bang, bang, boom.
I'm Alessia Andrade, your host for the American Dream New York.
She's really going to show us the heart of New York City.
Join me as I explore the most magical city in the world.
We're really going to show the entire city.
There's a lot more we want to show you.
Brooklyn, downtown, uptown, east side, west side, Harlem, Queens.
Welcome to the American Dream, New York. I now stand in front of another New York City landmark, the Oculus. Let's go inside. I am now inside the one and only, the Oculus. Let's check it out. As we leave the Oculus, you can see right across the street these hardworking people building the American dream as we speak. After the tragedy of 9/11, the changes to this area have truly been remarkable. This area has been memorialized and has been reestablished as one of downtown's hotspots.
Hi, it's David Rosen with Douglas Elliman Real Estate. Since 2012, each and every year, I've been recognized as one of the top real estate brokers by the Wall Street Journal here in New York City. I sell homes from Brooklyn through Harlem. Most of my clients come from a vast referral network. They include
people in the entertainment industry, professionals like lawyers and doctors and research scientists, and we help them find their homes. Helping people find their dream home is my American dream. I love it when someone walks into a home and they can tell that this is where they're going to make their lives for the foreseeable future. It's also their most important asset, and I couldn't be more honored to help them.
I'm Steve Dawson. And I'm Rob Varvera with Compass. And we're here today in the West Village. I love this neighborhood. It's a quintessential New York neighborhood with townhouse blocks, cobblestone streets, and is one of the most protected landmark neighborhoods in the city. It really embodies old New York and is a great community.
And it is a great community that's really built around a lot of local spots. Some of my favorites are the Corner Bistro, the Waverly Inn, and Cafe Cluny. The West Village is about community, it's about family, it's about the fabric of the overall neighborhood.
The American dream to us is helping people find their place in the world. We've built a team of agents who really help and strive to make that dream come true for our clients. It's a real community and a family, and we want to show you this season what it's all about.
I'm Jeff Adler.
And I'm Marie Espinal, and we are the Espinal Adler team.
We're in the top 1% at Douglas Elliman here in New York City, and we've sold over $1 billion together of real estate in New York City.
And today we're bringing you to one of the most iconic neighborhoods in New York City, where arguably the American dream began. We're in Soho, currently on Crosby Street. So one of the reasons that makes Soho so unique and special to the American dream is that it all began in the 1950s and really truly colonized by artists in the 1980s. And you could buy a loft for as little as $30,000, $40,000, and it was essentially starving artists trying to achieve their own dreams. Right behind us at 30 Crosby, a unit just closed in October of 2019 for $8 million. And I think when you think about the trajectory of where the neighborhood started and where it is now, it defines the American dream.
Together we complete that puzzle for our customers, so when we do it successfully, when we do a close and we get to that table and we settle a deal and a transfer, it's really satisfying because we know that we've done right by them and we know they're going to be happy, and it sounds corny, but we really enjoy doing the right thing.
Tribeca is one of New York City's oldest neighborhoods, but it also contains some of the city's newest and tallest architecture. This hip, handsome area, known for its architecture and cobblestone streets, is also one of the city's most desirable neighborhoods, lined with trendy boutiques and world-famous restaurants.
Welcome to Tribeca. This is the neighborhood I call home. I've lived here for the past 15 years with my wife, my 5 kids, and I know this neighborhood like the back of my hand. There's not one street I don't know. I know everybody on the street, from the schools to the playgrounds. This is Tribeca, which is one of the most unique and special neighborhoods, and that's why I live here. My name is Danny Davis. I work for the Corcoran Group in New York City. I've been in the business for 25 years, have consistently ranked in the top 1% nationwide per the Wall Street Journal. have sold in excess of 1.4 billion in sales over my time in the industry, and I love what I do. Though I'm not a native New Yorker, I'm still a Philly boy in my heart. I have lived here for most of my adult life, since I was 18 years old, from my college days to where I am today. Married nearly 20 years, 5 kids later, and I live in my neighborhood of Tribeca, which has really become my American dream. There's nothing better for me when I meet that family or that individual who is looking for a neighborhood to live in, and when I actually find that perfect home, whether on market, off market, and I just see that smile on their face, and I know at that moment I've won.
Hi, I'm Matthew Mackay.
And I'm Ben Dixon.
And we're the Mackay-Dixon team at Douglas Elliman Real Estate.
We're also Real Trends Top 100 in New York.
And ranked in the top 1% of Douglas Elliman agents nationwide.
And today we're giving you a tour of Gramercy Park.
Right behind me is Gramercy Park, which dates back to 1832. It's one of Manhattan's only private parks, situated in a neighborhood that's loaded with history and amazing architecture.
Right behind me is 34 Gramercy Park East. The building is Renaissance revival with Victorian influences. Not only is it Manhattan's oldest cooperative building, it was also home to James Cagney and Margaret Hamilton, who is also known as the Wicked Witch of the West.
And right across the street from 34 Gramercy Park East is the Brotherhood Synagogue, which dates back to 1859 and served as a stop on the Underground Railroad. For many, the American dream means freedom and opportunity. For many others, it means the chance to own their own home.
At the Mackay-Dixon team, we help New Yorkers do just that by combining over 20 years of Manhattan real estate experience with our love for New York City.
Hey, it's Michael Shappett with Compass. I am Manhattan's former Realtor of the Year. My wife says, former Realtor of the Year? Who cares? And I say, once an Academy Award winner, always an Academy Award winner. We are on the Sea Glass Carousel down in Battery Park. This is a magical, romantic, whimsical sort of place that, quite frankly, is one of the secret hidden gems of Manhattan. Going here on a date, bringing a child here, it's just fun. I would encourage people to explore the hidden gems of Manhattan, find out what nobody knows about, and enjoy, take advantage. There's nobody here. Come on down.
Hi, my name is Richard Hottinger from the Corcoran Group. I'm here to introduce you to one of my favorite neighborhoods, Flatiron. It is what the real center of New York is. You are 10 minutes from the best locations, best restaurants that are not already located here. Historically, this has been a celebrity hotspot. You've had celebrities like Jennifer Lopez, lives 1 block away. You have Giselle and Tom Brady right down the street here. You also have Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, who bought here recently at a $53 million price tag. You can understand why the desire of this. It's very residential, has a very homey feel, and beautiful architecture like you'll see on these buildings, and mixed with some of the most amazing skyscrapers in New York. New York City is one of the fastest paced cities in the world. You don't experience the energy or any of the experiences that you do anywhere else. I grew up in Switzerland. It's a very different climate over there. It's very slow moving and very calm. New York has provided me with the experience and opportunities to make me thrive. I am so grateful to live in New York. I wouldn't change it for any other city in the world.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Good evening, American Dream. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me through New York City, pursuing my American dream.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
As I sit here in this cozy igloo at Rockefeller Center, one of the most iconic holiday landmarks in the entire world, I realize that pursuing the American dream is about helping others achieve their goals and aspirations, whatever they may be. Thank you for taking this journey with me, your host Alessia, through New York City, pursuing my American dream. Good evening, happy holidays, and see you next time.
Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride on a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Follow us this season as we showcase the brokers in New York City. There's a lot more we want to show you.
I'm gonna do it right. Gonna step on in and make the moment. That's right. You better get in line. I'll be the first to fight now that I have spoken and knock you out. Gonna make it burn. Gonna throw it down. 'Cause this time I'm on fire, fire, oh, fire, fire, oh, fire, fire,
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream and highlighting your own neighborhood. Look, when we started this show, it was about combating negative media. And we did that with real stories, not a reality show, but a real show highlighting real estate, lifestyles, neighborhood, culture. Hope you enjoyed today, and you can be ready for a great year of 2020, highlighting neighborhoods all across the country with this positive message. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to our sponsors. That's all for today. Cheers, The American Dream, and we'll see you next week.